Yeah, we just playing around with this shit. Whoa. Shit can get dangerous, yeah. Shit can get dangerous. Shit can get dangerous, yeah. Shit can get dangerous, yeah. You stand with that lame bitch, yeah. Well, I'm staying with the gang bitch, yeah. Like, whoa.
this the new way.
Burning bridges to the ground. So take away what's left of me. Blinded by the ones I lost, connecting lines of which we crossed, dropped off the scene that side, wishing to have one more fight left in me. The life I see, what's left in me. Burning bridges to the ground. Take away what's left of me. Burning bridges to the ground. Blinded by the light ahead, thought about just what you said. Connecting lives is what you planned. After all, let's take a chance. Turning dust into diamonds, turning love into guidance. A second chance, let us commence. That's what I left. The life I see, what's left in me. Burning bridges to the ground. Take away what's left of me. Burning bridges to the ground.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the LowLandLions channel. We're a bit early today, as it seems like the teams are already getting ready. And then we can head into this match between the 7-7 esports, 777 esports sides even, and the LowLandLions Norway versus the Benelux. And the battlefield is gonna be DE_nuke. And I hope we're gonna see an interesting match tonight. Oh, I get them. Fosher is sending me messages live. Oh, thanks, Fosher. Lit. But welcome back. I just got out of class, so if I'm a bit stupid, don't mind me. And I hope my internet works. I'm assuming I have some internet issues. Oh, it's fine. Anyway. It should be an exciting match. LowLandLions on a 2-loss streak in ESEA Advanced. Did win 2 matches in a Dutch competition or a Benelux competition, but that's of course not the same level of well, challengers, I would say. So we'll see how they can perform against this other team. Let me turn on the volume for you. I haven't seen the LowLandLions play in a while, so I don't know if anything has changed in the meantime. They didn't have a lot of success in their last ESEA Advanced matches. They came close to winning, but they kind of fumbled. Some awkward losses in there, definitely some rounds that shouldn't have been lost. So we'll see if changes have been made, if problems have been fixed, or if the Norwegian side from 777 will be too strong for the LowLandLions. And all of that will start with this knife round on Nuke. Not a map anymore, I would say, with a clear side difference. At least not in pro level. Maybe CT side is still slightly favored, but I don't think it matters all that much. And this knife round is also going to end in CT side victory, which means that the 777 esports side can pick the side they want to play on. Just for your clarity, the players from the 777 side will be BFR, Mickey, Fletch, Zykes, and I would say Ruiter in Dutch, but I think it's Reuter. And then on the LowLandLions side, it's C-Mix, Richie, Vasher, Relax, and Steve-O's. And that also means that we're heading into this pistol round. C-Mix and Steve-O's both investing in utility. Steve-O's only in 2 flashes though, and then on the side of 777 we'll see Zykes on 2 flashes and a kit, and that's gonna be it for his team. For now, quick take from C-Mix, right to the vents. BFR is ready though, doing a lot of damage, but no kills falling just yet. First headshot, second headshot for BFR though, and that's a great opening to the pistol round for the CT side. Rest of the T's run into B. Mickey is a bit late with the shot, but still manages to connect. And it's 2 versus 4 situation on this B bomb site. Richie does get the bomb down, but he's in an awkward position. Steve-O's, his teammate, has ramp, but that's the only real positioning they have at this moment. And it's going to be a massive advantage in the retake for the 777 side. Windows being broken, their positions are revealed. Steve-O's goes for the first challenge, can't find a kill just yet. Richie is sneaking around in the meantime, and this might actually work out. First headshot for him, also second kill following. Still someone on the defuse though, and the stick will go through. All the kills falling for the LowLandLions, but the stick is persistent and the stick is successful. First round going to 777 as they secure the pistol, which also means that they can get a comfortable start into this map. A force from the LowLandLions with 4 rifles, 2 of which are Galils, and also C-Mix is on this Deagle, very little util, so it's going to be an aim-based round. 777 playing with 3 rifles as well, so the weapon advantage isn't even that significant in this round, and it will be BFR. 777, okay, thank you. Just stepping away on outside, nice shots from him, double kill for BFR before he's traded by C-Mix, but by then the man advantage has already been secured for 777. Fletch with the scout is just scoping down outside. We'll spot no one there, and we'll probably give that information to his teammates that there's not much happening. It's the ramp instead, which will take most of the attention. 2 versus 1 trade won't help the LowLandLions out. C-Mix can get another one from himself, but at this point he's stuck in this 1 versus 2 situation. Will have to fight his way out. Does have a good position here near heaven, and since Reuter and Zykes are both gambling for this Hals flank, he might have a decent chance of actually getting the plant out here. C-Mix carefully clearing the site, but nobody is actually in the vicinity. These 2 CTs have gambled, and they've kind of lost whilst doing it. But with this bomb plant coming down, I don't think C-Mix is going to expect to have a flank. as he carefully plays around the smoke near hut here. Zykes together with Reiter in the retake. Reiter jumps down. Zykes stays up in heaven to provide cover, and C-Mix will be spotted, heavily tagged in this first duel, and now Zykes has him covered. This should be an impossible round for C-Mix, and Zykes makes it a reality. Finishes off that kill, securing the second round and also denying the force buy from the LowLandLions, who gambled by investing in these Galils without any util, and will now have to play with some pistols so they can actually get a buyout in the next. Four P250s and one Tech 9, a couple smokes. By the looks of it, it's going to be an outside play with these smokes. BFR is very aggressive, throwing that counter nade, not doing too much damage, but the molly might hamper some of the plans from the LowLandLions. For now, most of them seem to have made it unscathed towards this tunnel, but the danger hasn't stopped yet. It's Fletch waiting with his MP9. First kill goes to him. Fasher can trade it out in the window room, however, and does secure that AK-47. Also has the armor to support the rifle. So the round suddenly becomes a bit more interesting for the LowLandLions. BFR rotating in through secret. And it's going to be Zykes on the other side of the map securing that first 1v1 trade. Won't help out the LowLandLions as Reiter sprays the rest of the team down. Securing the third and denying LowLandLions of the chance of securing a round with the pistols. Pretty decent attempt though. Planned 2 kills. Could have gotten more. And now the pause will come. I assume it's for the LowLandLions. Not the greatest starts that you can have to a game, of course. Especially because they did risk the force. And they didn't just lose egos. BFR playing with that AUG, not a weapon you see all that often anymore, but still viable, I would say, especially in a map like Nuke, where you have quite a lot of long angles, where the scope really helps out. LowLandLions with the full buy, Steve O's with his favorite AWP, and also 4 rifles, full util, so this is the first real buy. Reiter kinda jinxes the Molotov by throwing it into his teammate, mid-air. Impressive acrobatics, but it doesn't yield you a good molly. And maybe this will give the LowLandLions a chance to make something work out of this A bomb site. Tivos and Relax playing this door position will be challenged, but the door will be closed before any real duel comes in. And the danger will also be avoided for both sides of that conflict, really. Fletch holding door, will wildly spray, will actually hit a blind Relax through the smoke. And that's a lucky start, but also a very unfortunate start for the LowLandLions, as they will have to fight with a man deficit. Mickey spots 2 players crossing his angle there and instantly falls back, using the util to cover his tracks. And now it's 777 in a good position. C-Mix, Richie and Stevos are coming towards this ramp room, and Fasher has snuck into this window room. This wasn't expected, and it will grant him the entry. 1 player still on site though. This is Zykes getting 1, not getting the second, as Richie is too fast, and now it's an equal situation on this B bomb site. 3 CTs in the retake. C-Mix, Richie and Fasher as the last defending T's, hoping to make their first round work. That's a failed flash. That's a nice bonus for the LowLandLions, as Fasher holds this off angle, will get the headshot, making the situation more in favor of the LowLandLions. Instant trade is there, but C-Mix can make it a 2 versus 1 again. And now it's just BFR with his AUG. Only 32 HP left, does have the kit, but time is running out, and this is a very difficult crossfire to crack. BFR might be looking for damage at this point, but even that won't come to him, as he can't connect the spray on the escaping C-Mix. The bomb will detonate, and it's LowLandLions that will be taking their first round of this game. after a pretty impressive recovery of what otherwise would be a very unfortunate start to the round. Triple7 playing a very conservative game, that's good to see. Not deciding to invest in anything much really. And this will leave them a lot of economic reserves. But it will also mean that they're likely just giving up this round to the rifles of the Lowland Only pistols. BFR of course with his saved AUG. But he doesn't seem to be in a position right now where he's too relevant. So the Lowland are running into this B-bomb site with a minimal resistance. And in all likelihood it will be the second going towards the Benelux side of things. Some random spraying through the smoke. Relax heavily tags Zykes, but he can get away with his life. Of course 777 has very little to lose from suiciding into these engagements. Maybe they can even get an exit out of it. Reiter is hoping for a taser kill if one of these T's decides to save through secret. And don't see that happening anytime soon, but I appreciate the effort. Honestly, anyone that goes for a taser kill gets a sticker from me. And 1 kill on the rifles, pretty decent for the round, but it won't impact the LowlandLions too significantly. Relax was the richest person in the team and can easily rebuy that AK-47. But now the real test comes, of course, for the LowlandLions. Can they equalize the score against this full buy from the 777 esports side? The AWP also now in play in the hands of Fletch, and BFR has rushed into this secret position. Fasher is not checking it and will be the first victim. And the trade will be there from CMX, but Mickey with relentless aggression will spot Relax looking the complete other way. And then Steve O's missing the shot on the trade will also become a victim of this AK-47. And this round has suddenly collapsed for the LowlandLions. CMX and Richie as the only 2 players left. They can make their way towards this B-bomb site. It has been their most successful bomb sites thus far. But can they make another one work against the 2-man advantage in the hands of 777 esports? This cubby for CMix can be very effective, but you need bait. Otherwise you're easily rushed down. Luckily Richie is on site to bait these players out. But of course Zykes can also aim. So it's gonna be a question of carefully peeking for Richie. And CMX being spotted doesn't help him either. First kill goes to him, second as well. Poor communication. And the third almost follows. But almost is the keyword there. And there's no kit. And it works. And that's also a way to win a round. The 777 side were very meticulous about their retake. Really taking all the angles. But they didn't have a kit. And they didn't have the time to defuse that bomb. And as the ultimate insult to injury, Mickey finds a kit too late in the round as he saves his rifle. And this unfortunate round for the Norwegian side has also completely destroyed their economy. They're gonna go for a force, but it's gonna be 2 MP9s, a FAMAS. The AWP is still in hands of Fletch, and he will need to be doing a lot of work to make all that value well worth it for his team. Outside rush for the LowlandLions, and Fletch is in a perfect position to get some impact frags. First kill will follow on Fasher as he runs into secret, and now the rest of the LowlandLions are a bit too slow to actually trade this one out, so the AWP will be securing that man advantage. Fletch going for the second, won't get the kill he's looking for and will be punished instead, and the situation instantly reverts back to this equal 4 versus 4. Relax in main is having some difficulties with these MP9s, but he's baiting them out perfectly. Steve-O's jumping through the vent will help him out and finish the job, leaving just these 2 defending players, BFR and Mickey, on 2 positions on the map that are unfortunately for them not very relevant. Mickey already falling, leaving just his teammate BFR near the heaven position in hell. probably better off saving that for mass and full armor, because the rest of his team has no money. Let's have a look at the loss bonus. They will be getting full stage loss bonus, but that still won't be enough. Mickey can buy, but the rest of the team is going to be dirt poor and without equipment. A quick pause will be called. I highly assume this is for the Norwegian side, as they really need to discuss. Their economic situation has been bad. I thought they were really playing a careful game when they played that one round with just pistols, but the force from last round did not make me very happy, because now you can see what kind of impact it has. They can potentially make a force work, but if they lose that again, they're basically ecoing for the rest of the half. So I really hope they're just going to leave it with an eco or a light buy. Mickey might be able to drop some pistols to his team, or maybe get some armor himself, and that will be it. It's some armor, still more investments than I would like to see. Zykes and Reiter really leaving the bare minimum in terms of securing a buy, and this quick rush into A might be the answer. It's C-Mix with the opening, looking for the second, and the second will be found, and that's a very explosive take of the A bomb site. Mickey can trade one back with his deagle, but at this point the A bomb site has already fallen, and it's retake time for these remaining 3 CTs. Richie behind the vent can easily peek out, get Mickey, leaving Fletch and BFR. Mickey did have that AWP, he wasn't playing with it though, maybe he didn't realize. And now Richie will be on a mission to eliminate all these remaining CTs, probably save the AWP as well. And that's a very clean round for the LowLandLions as they quickly rush in to the A-bomb site. Of course, minimal armament on the side of 777, so no real take-home messages from that. And we'll see what this next real buy will bring. Fletch does have his AWP again. Mickey also on the AUG. And then Zykes with the silenced M4 in the end. The buy is pretty decent considering the amount of money they had left over in the last. Also pretty decent amount of utility. And we'll see if this will matter. C-Mix with a very nice opening as he spots BFR rushing to that position on outside. And instantly continues for more, jumping down into this hell position. And now Zykes is in grave trouble. The second opening for C-Mix as he completely rips open this half of the map. And gives his team a 2-man advantage in the early seconds. Mickey does trade it back, at least stopping the rampage from C-Mix on outside. As he slowly checks all these corners. Of course, he also lost a lot of information with these duels. And Fasher on A will get one more kill. Mickey doing decent work on outside. Will be at least keeping it equal for now. But that one kill from Richie will be giving the favor to the LowLandLions. Relax has some kind of indication that Fletch is indoor. And the 6th will follow. And the 777 can't hold up against the relentless aggression that LowLandLions has been throwing at them in these past rounds. Triple 7 seems to have a lot of fans. That's nice. Welcome all. Let's hope this deco from 777 can create something exciting. BFR knows that Relax is down here, but hasn't spotted him just yet. And Relax is too quick with the AK before BFR can hit anything with the Desert Eagle. Fletch does catch the bomb carrier outside. Second headshot as well. Third, very close, but he will be hunted down. And the Chaos will be subdued for now. 3 versus 3 though. Plenty of damage done with those deagles for now, and Relax will be continuing his mission on this B-bomb site by getting his second entry. Zykes and Reuter both near this B bomb site. Relax has a very quick reaction there. Only 9 HP left on him, but he does get the headshot. And now it's Reuter in a 1 versus 2. Relax with the 4K. Nice round from him, as he essentially clears up the B bomb site on his own with some snappy reactions. But once again, it's just against these pistols. 777 with the buy, and they really need to win this. They have won one full buy round in this half. The rest of the rounds here were all against pistols. So if they don't want to face a disastrous score in the next half, they're really gonna have to make something work in this one. Fletch on his AWP hasn't had much impact yet, I would say. And Fosher is once again hyper aggressive. Opening kill here on Mini. Fletch with one back though, and also the second kill coming in for the CTs leaves just Richie and Relax in this 1 versus 2. And Richie is barely alive. This nade could finish the job, and it will do so as well, leaving just Relax in a 1 versus 3 situation. His position is known, and he'll be sneaking around door. Will be spotting the first duel, but can't connect the shots. And that will be a buy round going towards 777. A buy they desperately needed. And a round that might be able to at least recover some of these situations towards the end of the half. Plenty of money left for the LowLandLions. I don't see them ecoing anytime soon. Relax and C-Mix both incredibly rich. But it's rounds that matter at this point. BFR matches the aggression from the T's with his own. Rushes to red and gets the opening kill. No trade available just yet as Richie wildly sprays to the smoke. Eventually rushing and securing the trade, but has to sacrifice most of his health for that. C-Mix spots the hopper here, actually goes for the duel and wins it. Very confident from him. But for now it's equal trades across the map until Relax gets that first, and C-Mix follows up. And now it's just Mickey from Heaven. 1 versus 2, both players low though, so this is a very doable situation for the ARC player here. As Relax still has to plant this bomb. Mickey gambles that this will be a B play, but unfortunately for him, his luck won't be the greatest, as he will now have to retake through this Heaven position. Does have a kit, full HP, also this smoke and a flash, so he has material to work with, but it's Richie and Relax both dug in on this side, looking to finish off this round. Relax spots Mickey after the obvious sound cue of him dropping down, and the 8th will be instantly returned to the LowLandLions side. 777, of course, favored by the new loss bonus system here. Otherwise, there would have been a hard reset, but now they can still get out of buy, which will be really important in these last rounds of the half. Mickey on a deagle though. Util is very limited. Kits are pretty decent, but yeah, the Util situation is a bit desperate. Mickey going for the first duel. Nice deagle headshot. Also chances at the second, but Relax is there to trade it out. Steve-O's with his AWP going with his team into this B-bomb site. BFR is in this corner. Steve-O's jumps in. Very ambitious, but also drops the bomb, and this gives a perfect chance for the CTs to eliminate the rest of the team, leaving just Fosher, one of the Dutch players for the team, in a 1 versus 3. Has been spotted and has been eliminated, and it's the LowLandLions that kind of bite into that B-bomb site without clearing it first, and are surprised by the players hiding there. And this will be the 5th going to 777. If 2 more rounds are secured for the Norwegian side, things are certainly looking a lot more doable from their perspective. But of course, we're yet to see if they can actually get 2 rounds consecutively, because for now it's been mostly old cases. BFR playing in the headshot angle near the B doors. Spots that util and spots the head as well. Nice step from him. Clean opening of Fasher there, who was clearly not aware of the angle. Trade will be there though from Richie with an equally stunning headshot. Zykes keeping the advantage in the hands of his team, but the trading is happening all across this map. It's an extremely dynamic game as Mickey sneaks around the T offense and now will trap them in this B bomb site 2 versus 3 retake situation, but it's not ideal for the LowLandLions as they're kind of awkwardly sandwiched between these positions. All of 777 will be attacking through the ramp position though, one of the positions that is, well, covered the best by the positions that LowLandLions is holding, so that's an unfortunate choice from them. Mickey can instantly trade it out though, leaving just Richie in the 1v1, 7 HP left, but the triple is there, and so is the 6th, and 777 esports will be taking the first consecutive buy round of the game, if I remember correctly, and will also be taking that critical 6th round, building a sort of comeback in these last rounds of the half. And now as we're heading into round number 15, we'll see if it will be the 7th for 777 or it will be the 9th for the LowLandLions. The buy from the LowLandLions is not ideal. Farsher is on the Galil, util is limited, but the same can be said for 777 really. Reuter is on this mag 7. And the rest of the team is also a bit scarce when it comes to utility. Bit of a slower approach this time, as Stivos will be flashed in. Misses the op shot though, and that's a whiff. That would have been the opening that LowLandLions was looking for. Unfortunate, but it happens. And now Fletch, with his own op, is looking for revenge. But I don't think he'll be getting revenge anytime soon, because this play is coming towards the A side and it's coming fast. Fletch will get one, but is instantly traded. His teammate on side will also fall, but for now it's equal trades. The support from Heaven will come in though, and it is an awkward situation, leaving Reuter with a max 7 against the op from Stivos. Reuter can switch out to the AK though, and I don't think Stivos realized it was the AK in the hands of the remaining player. Does hit the op, but it's a tag through the box. And 8-7 will be the scoreline. Impressive recovery from the 7-7 side. But still 8-7 is not a bad scoreline when it comes to the LowLandLions. I do feel like there's many situations that could have gone to the LowLandLions if they were a bit less sloppy about it, but that's history for now. Let's see what they can do on the defensive side of things. And the first step of that will be hunting for that pistol. For now, I've really enjoyed this game. A lot of dynamic CS, trades happening all over the map, good trading. It's not the most clean CS, I would say. It's very contact focused. But it's exciting to watch at least. And it seems to be that many Norwegian fans have also joined us for tonight. And they of course have a very different perspective on the matter. They don't really mind the LowLandLions choking some rounds, I think. Bit of an extended break here at halftime. Don't really know what's going on. Steve-O's has been a bit off today though. Haven't really seen him have any impact with that AWP just yet. How are LowLandLions doing domestically and internationally? Domestically the season hasn't really started yet. They're winning in one competition and everything, but it's a bit of a whack competition. And then internationally they're currently 2-2 in advanced, so they did not have the greatest of start, I would say, but it's not terrible either. But generally, LowLandLions dominates the Dutch scene or the Benelux scene. But yeah, I saw 0-4. Oof. But you know, this could be your first win, you know. Everything is possible in CSGO. This lineup should be, yeah, definitely. I mean, it is essentially the core is the team that won the most prizes last year. And they added 2 other players, which are heavy impact. So, if they're not number 1, I think something is going wrong. But we'll see. I'm doing ESEA Benelux again, and I think they're playing in that. I don't know if they're ditching again, but we'll see. And in this pistol, we'll see no util from the LowLandLions whatsoever. Only pistols and a very quick rush into A. Richie spotting the first, getting the first kill as well. Trade is there. But for now, it's equal trades on the A bomb side. Mickey taking a really long time to finish that duel. But somehow he's still alive. Steve-O's falls back into hut. Spots this third player and gets the bomb gifted to him. It's a clown fiesta on the A bomb side. And Mickey and Fletch are there to recover it. Relax in heaven at this point, very strong position, getting the tap on the low Mickey, leaving just Fletch in a 1 versus 3 situation, and C-Mix with a very quick tap. And that's the second pistol going to the LowLandLions, of course 777 taking the first. Let's see if 777 decides to invest. Yes, they go for full armor and deagles, and against these MP9s that might be an effective choice because the AP of these SMGs leave a lot to be desired. Nuke is a good map for SMGs though, I would say. If you know which positions you can play, you can take a lot of awkward angles which are hard to clear. BFR is holding the flank, making sure that nothing too crazy happens with pushing CTs, as the rest of his team is mostly heading towards that ramp position. One of the LowLandLions was here, but has fallen back at this point, that being C-Mix. And he will be hearing a lot of footsteps rushing into B, but the opening is there and the second will follow. And suddenly the B bomb side is completely open and a 2-man advantage has been secured. Fletch looking for more, and we will be getting more. Fletch will be taking the third, and Richie and Foster will be left wondering what happened to the rest of their team. These 2 MP9s will have to do a lot of work before this round is even a possibility. And these 2 kills will be the start of something like that. Util is present, no kits though, so time is of the essence. And as they're rushing into the site, they will be met by the deagles of Zykes. Zykes with his third. And that's a very nice round from the 777 esports side. Can overwhelm the B bomb side defense and instantly upset. That's the risk you're taking when you play 4 SMG on the CT side. It will save you a lot of money, but it will also cost you a lot of firepower. And it might also cost you a round. LowLandLions going for the force. 3 MP9s still in the game. with these two deagles in the hands of C-Mix and Relax. Dangerous players with these pistols, and C-Mix shows us why, as he already intercepts the rushing Fletch. Stivos goes for a challenge into ramp, won't be surviving it with much health, but at least will be conveying the information that there's many players heading towards this position. C-Mix is playing a nasty headshot angle with this MP9, and 777 will need to be careful here, as Richie will be opening up the fragging actually. And him and C-Mix are doing a pretty decent job together with Relax of holding this site. And suddenly, out of nowhere, it's 777 that gets stuck in ramp again. The upset granted them the chance to come back. But they throw it on those MP9s. And ramp proves to be a disastrous choice for them, forcing them back to the Deagles and the Scout. LowLandLions this time not taking that much risk. 3 rifles, 2 SMGs. And we'll see if the trade war between the rounds will continue. Ooh. Nice opening kill for BFR as he spots Relax in heaven there. And snipes him away with that Desert Eagle. Securing the man advantage. BFR also sneaking up heaven. And stealing this Galil. A pretty decent start, but Richie is on the hunt. Looking to trade things back. Will spot BFR and will also get the headshot. Making it equal once again. C-Mix spots the players here. Has to fall back hastily. As it seems to be a ramp take once again. This time the surprise factor is a bit less though. And I think 777 also seems to realize that. As they have cancelled their initial ramp offense. And are making their way back to this A main position. Mickey with the Deagle. Together with the Fletch on the Scout. Leading the charge towards the A bomb site. Minimal defense on this primary bomb site. And Mickey can just walk in. Richie is lucky to be alive there, but will be finished off by Zykes, splitting from heaven. And now it's a very difficult situation, and it's looking like another trade. Neither of these teams seems to be having fun against the Deagles. And now it's just C-Mix and Stivos. They've played together for over a year now. But they will need to be perfectly in sync to clutch this one out, but it's the Deagles, and I don't know what's happening anymore. Can somebody explain to me what's happening on Nuke? Oh no, Steve-O's buys an op. Maybe it's time for a pause. I suspect that there might be some mild tilting going on here. So it's Steve-O's on the glass cannon op. Interesting choice. And the rest of the team on full armor. Deagles. And then Fusher with the Soul MP9. Triple 7 opting for this outside play. Avoiding the risk, and that's a nice opening from BFR, instantly taking out the AWP, the only real weapon that was available to the opposing team, and will also be heavily tagging Richie, who was holding this A-bomb site, leaving this A-bomb site essentially exposed. C-Mix can get into heaven with that AWP, but 777 plays it smart and will flank him through heaven as well. BFR with his second opening kill, and Reuter finishing the job together with Zykes. 10-10, double digits on both sides, as it seems to be 777 who are winning the trade streak of rounds. Both teams really messing up their anti-eco strats, or anti-force by strats, giving up rounds that were essentially free. BFR with another opening kill with this M4, actually having a ton of impact on outside. The pistol stack will be catching Zykes though, and that's an interesting surprise for him. One opening kill, also a heavy tag onto BFR, and these pistols are doing a surprising amount of damage. Relax rushes into the bomb planter, gets an AK. Suddenly, things are getting a little exciting on this A-bomb site, as Richie also takes out another T-side player. And now Fletch, with this AWP, is left with just BFR. 1 versus 1 situation, actually. Foster with the health advantage, doesn't have armor, does have this AWP. And will be trying to stick it. Doesn't have a kit though. So BFR will have a ton of time to clutch this one out. And I think Foster is now just opting to save the AWP. As he knows he has very little chance of actually clutching it out. And once again, it's the pistols doing a ton of damage. But at this point, it is 777 taking the lead. Something we haven't seen since the early stages of this game. And now it's LowLandLions on the back foot, having to recover from their early mistakes. Mickey incredibly fast into Mini. Will be taking 2 entries with him. And now it's Richie on site. Tivos is in heaven. C-Mix also rotating in, but the aggression is relentless. Richie gets 2, Richie gets 3. And now it's Fletch. Richie holds the A-bomb site on his own and gives his team a chance in a situation that was looking hopeless. And now it's Fletch with this AWP. He's not been having the greatest of games. And the bomb is placed very awkwardly. But the opening kill will follow, and Richie sneaking through the smoke will make it equal again. 11-11, this game keeps on giving plenty of action for the viewer to behold. And plenty of excitement for these two teams in the server. As the economic situation also starts to be visible. Both teams will be able to get a buyout. But the LowLandLions certainly have to cut some corners. 2 MP9s in the hands of the 2 Dutch players in the lineup. As Mickey hasn't bought anything just yet. Maybe considering if the AWP will be necessary in the game plan. And after that investment into an AK-47. It seems to be that the answer is no. From this I also get the suspicion that we might be seeing a faster round. If an AWP is given up. But of course the T-side nuke isn't the most pleasant side to play on as an AWPer. But it will be indeed a very quick rush. I'm not doing a very good job at observing, but it will be Reuter actually getting the first Mickey with the second opening. And this time there's no backup on the A-bomb side. Should be the round. It will be Relax jumping through the vent, but he can't get anything done. And that's a very quick buy round for the T's. C-Mix getting a kill on outside. Getting a second as well. Some nice headshots from him. But I don't think the round is within reach. Saving this AWP. Of course, BFR is looking to change that. And will do exactly that, getting C-Mix in his rotation to CT spawn. And also, more importantly, making sure that nothing is saved for the LowLandLions. They have no backup whatsoever. 2k on most of the players. C-Mix a little more wealthy than the rest of his team with 3. But it's nothing to write home about. And with the score inching closer to that 15... these rounds really start to matter. Just pistols for the LowLandLions. No investments whatsoever. We've seen a couple dangerous situations with the pistols. But no real rounds just yet. And I think with the plain USPSs, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. On Alumon. No, you. You're way too kind, Edemon. something that can't be said about Zykes and Reuter, who are just cleaning up the ramp position. As these pistols slowly walk to their death, Stevos will be getting at least one, but no real impact from his side. And 13-11 will be the reality in which we find ourselves. LowlandLions will have to fight back tooth and nail for these rounds, but has limited means to do so. Only one kit available, and also this MP9 in the hands of Fosher, greatly limiting him in terms of available positions. 777 has for now mostly opted for aggressive A-splits, and we'll see what they will bring out in this round. Richie will be opening up the frag. No, Mickey with the instant trade, but Fosher on site can get the equalizer back. Reuter still here with the bomb, but Relax hiding behind Vent will isolate the bomb carrier there, leaving the rest of the team in insane difficulties. Nice molly from BFR. Make sure that the situation can be kept in an equal scenario, but Stevos in the 1 versus 1 has already lost the clutch. Will be looking to change that as he has the bomb. Fletch with his op is in an awkward angle and will be missing the shot. 12-13. It comes down to the 1v1. But it's LowlandLions inching closer to the equalizer once again, as this game just can't end. Of course, LowlandLions, no funds whatsoever. These close wins are terrible for your economy. And this means that the buy available to the LowlandLions will be even worse than the one we saw earlier on. 2 MP9s, an op, 2 rifles, but it's 777 with a full AK plus util buy that will be having the economic advantage. Interesting smoke setup. You don't often see the closer smoke there on outside. Relax playing between the smokes in mini with his MP9 has revealed that he's playing with an MP9 at location, so that might be an interesting piece of information for 777 to consider. As they're slowly heading towards this secret position, Fletch following his teammates as they're making their way towards the B bomb site. Waiting for them will be Stevos and Fosher, I think. And the Stevos will be the first player spotting almost a double there. But Reuter gets away with his life. And that will be the opening kill for the defense. C-Mix actually holding the site from close rafters there. And with 30 seconds left on the clock, 777 will have to make urgent matters out of taking this B bomb site. Relax on A can take another critical kill. And now it's Fletch in a 1v4. Can't make it work. 13-13. The equalizer is there. And suddenly the game is wide open. Because the money for 777 is in the absolute garbage. And this pause is warranted, I would say. Because there's a lot to discuss. Forcing is a possibility. Wouldn't do it. You can't get a nice force out anyway. And then if you would lose, it's 14. And then you have the ego to 15. Which is, yeah, very unfortunate. 10-2. With the timer ticking down, it seems like the choice has been made. It's gonna be some pistols for 777, nothing else. And they're playing for this 14th round with the full buy. Relax in mini again has support from his Dutch friend Fosher, who's playing near the vent. And actually with Relax rotating out there, he's leaving a lot of space on A. will be taking the first in the B halls though. Richie is in this very awkward position to clear in heaven, or not in heaven, in rafters. And now it's Relax will be spotting the last and taking the last as well. 14-13, LowlandLions back in the lead after an impressive comeback from the 777 side. And now they will have to fight for their right. They will have the means to do so. 4 AKs, 5 AKs even, for the 777 side. LowlandLions with a full buy at this point. Plenty of money. They will be buying for the rest of the game, in all likelihood. And it will be rounds that matter most. BFR has had terrific impact on the outside position, and will also have in this round, as he takes out Steve-O's, who's a bit lost with his AWP there. Fasher, VAR Advanced though, will instantly trade him out. But it's all a distraction, because no one else will be following BFR to that outside position. All of the 777 esports side is heading towards this ramp. And it's looking like it will be a B take to finish off the game. Unless they're gonna do some wonky A bomb side split. Triple Seven sneaking into the B bomb site. 2 players ready and waiting. But it seems that the LowlandLions are opting for a retake strat instead. Planting the bomb already. Fasher is just checking, and he realizes that the entire bomb site has been taken. Maybe a bit too passive from the LowlandLions here, as the B bomb site has to be fully retaken at this point. C-Mix and the rest of the CTs all in the same position, and Reuter sprays them down. 3 kills for him, 14-14. And the action will continue here on Nuke. It's down to the wire. Both teams can still buy, but both teams are also at an equal distance to that critical 15 rounds. And these buy rounds really start to matter. If we'll have a brief look at the kills, we'll see that the top performer for LowlandLions is Richie. 28 kill, almost hitting the 30 bomb. And then for 777 it's Mickey, actually 26. So interesting times on DE_Nuke. Full buy for both teams. Everything they want. LowlandLions maybe lacking some util, but nothing too disastrous. And it will come down to the strats and the aim of these players. Mickey very aggressive. Will be spotting the first, also taking the first. Nice entry from him as he hunts for the second. Richie trades back 2 even. But BFR is there to keep it equal. And now it's a 3v3 on A. Steve-O's hits the critical shot and Fasher will pop out, leaving just BFR. He will fall 15-14. And it's LowlandLions that takes match point here on Nuke. Can 777 take us to overtime? Or will it be LowlandLions taking this game 16-14? In terms of economics, it must be LowlandLions. 777 is fielding a wonky buy into this one. 3 rifles, one of which is a Galil, and the other 2 players on the Deagles. But we've seen how much damage these buys can do. Steve-O's with the op. Playing around outside. As BFR is looking for the entry, will tag his teammate instead, and C-Mix gets away with his life. Steve-O's rotating in, is playing a dangerous game, because I don't think he realizes how close these T players are. And with 52 seconds, smokes will be falling on this A bomb site. The bomb located in hut will be making its way towards his hot position as well. On 2 entries will come. Steve takes one back, but it's not enough. And it's Relax in a 1 versus 4 to save the regular time for his team. And he won't make it work. We're going to overtime. And it's LowLandLions not being able to finish the game in the regular time. And 777 striking back with that lesser buy. And now the game is very much still on the cards for both teams. Overtime can be interesting. The psychological side of the game really kicks in at this point. And we'll see what these teams can do when they have everything available to them. LowLandLions starting on the CT side. I don't think any of these teams was really playing better or worse on any of these sides, to be honest. So we'll see how this will play out in overtime. Fletch going for the opening kill. Actually gets burned a bit, but the door protects him for the most part. Wall of smokes on outside allows BFR to sneak into secret, where the rest of his team will be following him. Sykes playing near this mini position. Bomb also walked out of secret at this point. As, it seems to be more of an A play on the cards. And will LowLandLions be ready for this? Relax is still in garage. Will be falling as the first defender. As Heaven will be taken by Sykes here. Dangerous position to take, of course. But I don't think he's very interested in actually going there. 777 could also opt to split B instead. Then they will be finding a practically empty bomb site. CMix will be trading back to Ever. Sykes keeps the advantage in their side. And BFR will be taking the last B side defender. And that's LowLandLions being completely outplayed positionally. Leaving just Richie in this 1 versus 3. Nade at his feet. 30 HP left against these 3 fully armored players. And 16-15 will be the result. 777 back in the lead, as they also get the consecutive buy round in. Triple 7 with a quick outside take. No real challenge just yet from the LowLandLions in that position. As BFR will be heading in first. It's Relax in the smoke, flashed out, but the flash really didn't hit anything. So he will be falling. Some unfortunate situations there for Relax in the outside position. Steve-O's looking for the hell peak. Won't be finding any contact just yet. And is taking a lot of risk. As this A bomb site is now in a very precarious position. People coming from heaven, people coming from outside. Richie rotating in for support though will be at least taking out one of these heaven players. But the trade is instant on CMix. And now it's the B bomb site that is looking attractive. Because of course 777 knows that there's 2 players on A at the moment. And they also know that rotating is going to be very difficult for them. Molly to block the rotation. And the B bomb site as the new target. Fasher, the only real defender on this side, will have to do a lot of work. But he's being sandwiched from 3 positions at the same time. Fasher will be revealing his position. Will get the first, also surviving for a bit longer. Getting some time for the rest of his team to come in to the clutch. But it will be a 1v1 to close it out. Once again it's Steve-O's here with this AWP. Sykes on the rifle has the time in his disadvantage. But Steve-O's will miss the shots and Sykes can finish the round 17-15. And Stevos is not having much luck this game. 16 and 24. And Zykes, on the other hand, seems to be performing well in the clutches, as he already has 25 kills on his name. Last round of this first half of overtime. Can the LowLandLions take at least one CT round, or will it be a clean sweep to match point for the Norwegian side? We can only see what this round will bring. Once again, a focus on this outside position. This time Molotov will at least slow down progress a little, as a brief attempt at a boost was undertaken there. Nice step from Mickey, as Stevos is dead before he even realizes what's going on. Relax on B can trade back, also holding this door position with a second, keeping the situation equal on the B bomb side. But it will be a retake scenario for the 777 esports LowLandLions players. Fletch together with Zykes and Mickey on this B bomb site. Two of the LowLandLions are coming from ramp. The other one is still rotating in. I don't really know what was going on there, but he will be arriving shortly. All three have a kit, and all three will be taking these duels. Opening kill won't be found. Zykes takes the first instead, and the trades go in favor of the defending side. It's 18-15. 777 takes match point, and now LowLandLions will have to win the entire T half if they want to take this to a second overtime. Otherwise, it will be the Norwegian side that will be securing their first win of the ESEA Advanced season. LowLandLions seems a bit lost in this overtime, and 777 seems to have newfound confidence when it comes to their T side. Overtime, second half. This is where your mistakes really start counting, especially if you happen to play for the LowLandLions, because they're with their backs against the wall. 3 rounds in a row, that's what they need to continue into this map. Otherwise they can shut off their computers with a loss. BFR starting with a great spray down, and that will be a double entry for the CT side. Zykes is playing a dangerous game, as he is not aware of Stevos' position, and that's the instant trade back, leaving the A bomb side quite exposed. Fletch will be instantly training it out though. Nice kill on Stevos, and rotates back into heaven as well. Relax with the tab to make it equal again, and now it's Reuter on site. It will have to do everything, can't make it work. And it will be the 1 versus 2 for Mickey, top scorer of the game. I think. Oh, it's been reset, but Mickey in the 1 versus 2. Already an impressive amount of impact in this game. But he's gonna need some more to close out the game in this round, and it won't be happening. 18-16, LowLandLions take their first on the T side of overtime. And they get one step closer to another chance at competing. Triple 7, of course, still with the full buy. Up in the hands of Fletch, and a very aggressive position again from BFR. This time he is tucked into this secret position, gets the double spray down once again. Impressive amount of impact from BFR in this game. But once again, the trades are instant because the rest of the 777 team is too aggressive in the wake of these opening kills. Relax will fall to Reiter, who swiftly peeks into door, leaving just Stevos and Richie in this 2 versus 3 situation. Make that a 1 versus 3, I would say, as Stevos is having a little difficulty here. 1 versus 2 actually, as Richie is quick enough to avenge his fallen teammate, and also quick enough to run into this MTB bomb site. But will have to clutch out a 1 versus 2 to keep his team in this game. 777 are holding the ticket to their first ESEA Advanced win, but they will need to clutch out this 1 versus 2. This is not the time to fail, yet it's looking incredibly difficult for them. 4 kills for Richie and 18-17. 777 can't make it work when they have the biggest chance of closing out this game thus far. And 18-17 will be the scoreline. We be heading towards another overtime. This game is really stretching the limits of what's possible in CSGO. And the LowLandLions are 1 step away from taking us to overtime number 2. Aggression once again for BFR, but this time Fasher is ready, gets the opening kill. No double sprays for BFR in this round. Mickey in a critical position will be getting nothing with the AUG, leaving a 2-man deficit for the CTs, and the LowLandLions running into the B-bomb site at high speed. Richie taking another entry, and it's just Fletch and Reuter. And it's really looking like another overtime is on the cards, unless an impossible clutch is made possible. But for now, it's looking that Fletch is being flanked by Fasher. 18-18. And 777 can't make any of their match points work. And will not be securing the win just yet. The game will continue. LowLandLions will have another chance of taking the initiative in their favor, as this map of Nuke is certainly not failing to deliver when it comes to Counter-Strike content. Come on! I know that it's Norwegian, but that works in like most European languages. Come on! Both teams seems to be more fit on their T side of things. So we'll see if this streak will continue, this trend, as the LowLandLions are now starting on this offensive side. Outside take with the classic wall of smokes. Doesn't seem like a 777 is really looking to contest it outside. Have moved some players towards the secret position though. Mickey is holding a ramp, but won't be getting any action anytime soon, as BFR will be the first point of contact for this LowLandLions lineup. Nice headshot angle, nice util use as well, as he greatly delays this push. And we looking to hold his ground for as long as possible. C-Mix with the jump peek though, spots the first player. Can't get any shots down range, but the same goes for BFR, as he will be spraying them down. 3, almost, but 2. It will be for the BFR defender there, and it will be another follow-up for Zykes on this A bomb site, leaving just Richie and Stevos. Richie 7 HP as he goes for the plant, risky towards this open ramp position, and this should be an easy round for 777. Awkward after plans for the LowLandLions. No space to work with, and with Richie already falling, it's just Evos in this 1 versus 3. Does have the AWP. Nice second flick, but Fletch is quick enough to shut him down before anything exciting happens. 18-19, 777 start their second half of CT overtime with a win. And the winning streak of the LowLandLions has been denied for now. At some point in overtime, your strats also just run out. Like, you can only do a strat that many times, and you'll need to do something again, or just a slight variation of the same strat. So we'll see how that will impact the situation. A lot of smokes flying in, but the primary focus seems to be on a main instead. Maybe an A split on the cards here. Lots of YouTube being used to clear out these heaven positions. These secret positions. And now it's going to be Zykes in the critical position. Incredibly blind. Can't hit anything just yet. And a double entry will follow for the T side. One player still in heaven. And the double spray down for BFR. Why is he so good in getting double spray downs? But will it be enough for his team? Steve O's now knows where BFR is. And Farsher will finish it 19-19. And the training continues. But can we talk about how BFR must have gotten at least 6 double spray downs in his game? It's ridiculous. Yeah, he spent plenty of time on this spray practice maps. Zykes will be holding this A bomb site. Doesn't spot the player that has already made his way towards this B bomb site, which could potentially be a problem for the defensive side of things. BFR boosted outside, spots that no one is there, and it will be a double split on A main. Very aggressive, and BFR is also throwing in some aggression, pushing up outside, leaving just Relux and Stevo's. Relux is all the way in B, but does it matter when the rest of your team is dead? Relux though flanking, nice opening kill, clean headshot with the AK at least. Taking it back to a 2 versus 4. Stevo's with the AWP is now rotating through outside. And I think LowLandLions wants to attempt some kind of A split here. Of course, this will be obvious for the 777 side as well. We already see Reiter having his crosshairs trained at that heaven position. Glux will be heading towards a ramp though, and he will be getting a second. Now things are getting exciting, as he kind of fakes out a B play here, I think. And with 18 seconds left on the clock, it's gonna be the A bomb site. That will be the primary target. Relux with his third, but he will need to finish it on his own, and he can't do it. 20-19. It will be 777 taking the lead in this first half of the second overtime. But it's not as dramatic as we saw in the first edition of overtime. And it will be a one round difference between these two teams, as we're heading into what last time was a half that worked out incredibly well for the Norwegian side of things. Can the LowLandLions break their overtime CT curse? They were completely stomped in that first overtime. So let's see if they can make things work with this second chance. 1 man advantage for 777. They only need 2 rounds to close this one out. Only 1 round to secure another overtime. And the LowLandLions will be fighting tooth and nail for any minimal advantage they can gain in these situations. As overtime at this stage really comes down to the mistakes and plays of the individual members of these teams. 777 heavily committing towards this ramp position. Stevo's just white peaks, even though he has no information. And then it's CMX on site that's in a lot of trouble. We'll get the first, we'll get the second as well. Still alive. We'll be looking for a third as he just delays. Fasher coming in with the support. We'll be spraying down Reuter. And now it's Fletch and Zykes with a 2-man deficit, as that B bomb site proved too tough to crack. Fletch heading into A though, instantly headshot, and it will be 20-20. LowLandLions with a convincing CT round there, as Richie especially on site, or CMX on site I should say, really did an excellent job of delaying and getting the kills he needed to give the rest of the team time to rotate in. 20-20 now. LowLandLions as far removed from a win as the 777 side is. Zykes looking to get an entry. There's lots of players here, but his bullets are just slightly missing the defending side there. Richie will be smoking out the vent position, maybe as a fake that someone is actually holding it, even though that's clearly not the case. Relarch with a very interesting off angle in secret here. This must be a 1 versus 1 position, and it will be, but the information will come in. Savos on outside will be grabbing the advantage for his team instead. And now this B take will have to come in fast, because the information that these players are B is definitely there. 777 also probably realizing it. And will be making their way towards this A bomb site instead. For now at least. Zykes is near heaven. That's a nice position to hold. And this allows them to split the A bomb site. Fasher is holding hut. CMX is in an irrelevant position on B, as the A take will be coming in. Mickey heading in first, looking for openings. Will be finding Richie, but Fasher is still there. Can't find the kill, but can deny the plant for now. And it will be a 3 versus 3 retake scenario. The T's have heaven control by the looks of it. Yeah, so Zykes holds heaven. And Fasher holds hut. Stevos will be joining him there. And then CMX will be taking from Mini. But Fasher will fall instantly. CMX going in with that flash of his teammate. Can he find this second? No, it will be Stevos instead. 2 versus 2. Clock is ticking. Mickey, the top fragger for his team, is currently on site. 1 versus 1 for Stevos again, but the time is running out. And it will be 21-20. 777 taking us to another match point. And the amount of overtimes that is potentially available here is starting to get concerning. I have to be somewhere at 9. But of course, it could also be the end if this round works out for the Norwegian side. Relax, waiting for the aggression, will be getting the first, not getting the second as Mickey outfrags him. Richie heavily tagging down Mickey though, at least slowing down his relentless assault on this A bomb side position. Stevos looking for the trade, will be finding it. And that's the man advantage for the LowLandLions. Man disadvantage for 777. Round advantage though. And they're looking at their second chance not their second, their sixth chance or something of closing out this game. As they're sneaking in towards this A bomb site. Fletch with the op, rushing through the smoke. Steve-O's is in heaven with this AWP. And he might be called by the boost there. Fletch with a nice boost. Instant nade dunk on these two players though. And the trade is also quick. But Fletch with the flick will at least be getting another. But 21-21 will be the scoreline. Another overtime. Another chance for both teams. And another set of rounds for me to cast. Ugh. Shit's rough, yo. But it's an exciting game. There's no need to complain, as both these teams are really delivering when it matters. Or, well, not delivering when it matters for the other team. And apparently they're so equally matched that we're gonna need another overtime to find the winner. Like, I have to be somewhere at 9 and I still have to eat. So they better not take too long winning. Otherwise I'm gonna have some difficulties. The break is over. And overtime number 3 is upon us. This time it's 777 starting on this T side. They've been quite proficient on this side, I would say. But of course, no real patterns can be deduced from this game just yet, except that it's extremely chaotic. Relax for now. The main point of action, as he's waiting for this quick push once again. Getting the first, getting the second. 2 nice opening kills for Relax. As Mickey and Fletch failed to check that angle. Maybe they thought it was smoked. Maybe they didn't expect Relax to be there. But Relax will eventually fall as he pushes out into this outside position. Was incredibly low before that. BFR. Player with great impact in this game thus far. Will be spotting Steve-O's, who cannot secure the kill, but will be taking him down to 26 HP instead. And this means that the 777 esports side of things is not exactly healthy when it comes to the HP department. 63 on Zykes. 66 on Fletch. And BFR on a meager 26. As Zykes will already fall, sneaking into this B bomb site. No scope attempt for Steve-O's. Awkward scenes in heaven, but it will work out for the upper of the LowLandLions. In the first round of the third overtime, will be going towards the LowLandLions. Imagine missing that, like missing 2 no scopes attempt and getting killed in overtime. Oei. But Steve-O's keeps his cool. And secures the no scope. Kill! Steve-O's has really warmed up. He was playing terribly in the beginning of this game. But is actually hitting his shots now. And that's a good thing for the LowLandLions. Relax also contributing once again. And Steve-O's getting the flick. 2 opening kills for the LowLandLions. Make that a third for Richie. As he jumps in again. Richie is nearing 50 kills, people. The 50 bomb is in sight for Richie. And we'll see if we get there, because at this point it's also LowLandLions that is hurling towards this second half of overtime with 2 wins already. Four kills is all that Richie needs to take him to 50 kills. It's a long time since I've seen a player get 50 kills in a game. It's not in regulation, of course, but still impressive. Givo's playing the gap in the smokes. Same goes for BFR, but the up will be better in this scenario, taking the first, C-Mix getting the second, falling back as well. The Zykes will be heavily tagged. Steve O's doesn't really need to challenge this, and will realize that at some point as well. As the remaining 777 esports players run into ramp, Steve O's is right behind them, spots the first, gets the first, and now these T's are trapped. Steve O's is hot in this overtime, and it will be a clean sweep in the first half of the third overtime. LowLandLions now have their own 3 match points to close this game and to preserve my mental well-being. But we've seen before that leads like this can easily be lost. 777 has shown resilience throughout this whole game. Both teams have been on match point for multiple rounds, and neither has been able to close out the game. So we'll see if this time it will work for the LowLandLions, or if we're really stretching the record for longest game. Wow, X-Ray, XD. Come on, 777. As the Norse would say, I guess. Come on. The sides have been switched, but the round score will remain very much the same. 24 against the 21 from 777. And the LowLandLions are looking to close it out with a quick door rush. For now, nothing much happening, but it will be the opening for Reuter. Relax back with an instant trade, will also be spotting the rotation. Can't get that kill, even though Mickey is tagged down to a great extent. Fasher is a bit scared of the position, so he decides to stop planting and molly instead. And the bomb will be planted by him as he skirts towards this box position. Awkward after plans for the T's, stuck in these side positions, no real control of the areas around the site. But for now it's working out. It's a BFR that gets the kill that his team needs. The opening into this site, but Fasher in the corner will be playing a central role in this defense. Gets the first, C-Mix gets the second, 1v1, Fletch versus Fasher. Fletch has seen many clutches, but this one is very difficult. No time available whatsoever as he goes for the defuse. Fasher with the peek, and it will be LowLandLions closing out the game after a marathon of a match. Oei. That was a GG for sure. There's no shit that can be talked here about any of those teams. Impressive plays from both sides. Massive jokes from both sides. Almost 50 kills for Richie, I think. Let me check if he actually got 50 kills in the end. That would have been beautiful. No, 47. A mere 47 kills. Embarrassing. No, impressive game from both sides. Good that it ended. My voice was slowly dying, but it will be LowLandLions taking the win and 777 going on a 0-5 scoreline. This means that the LowLandLions are currently 3-2 in ESEA Advanced, which is okay. This also means that they can add another win. I want to thank all the 777 supporters for actually joining in the chat. You were really nice, really polite about it. Not necessarily a regular thing for supporters of of opposing teams, but thank you for being here. If you want to hear more from me or from the LowLandLions, you can check me out at caster_break on Twitter or at the LowLandLions on Twitter, and then you can see when I'm live again with another Counter-Strike match. The next LowLandLions match is currently scheduled on the 21st, which is which day? Let me look at my calendar. I might be able to make that, but it's gonna be a tough one. So no, nothing confirmed just yet. It's Monday. We'll see. It's a bit of an awkward time. Yeah, for now I want to say good night. Oh, thanks for guys. No worries. It brings me great joy to see some good Counter-Strike again. And I wish you all a good night. Hopefully until next time. And I'm gonna try to have some dinner before I have a meeting. Goodbye.